Where they want to go. I need 2 more where they want to go. That's where they're going to go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Got one okay. Okay. Swing around a little bit. There you go. Try to frame it in with them. More biscuits. Biscuits, Steve. Doing it. Can we get the other one on this side so they're kind of like coming out of the other side? Don't ask me to swap and tell me. Oh, yeah. We're not going to food. Don't do anything. Right. Here we go. Melt right in there. Oh, this is nice. There we go. We got it. Perfect. Oh, I tell you. That's okay, Mel. That's great. Okay, go, Ralph. Don't look so worried, though. They'll be nice. They'll be nice. That's good. One more looking this way, that'll be great. Good. Great. Okay. Just don't let them step on your foot, whatever you do. Oh, yeah, I got plenty. That's a treat, ain't it? One in there with your dad? Got it. Andy, which one's Bell? Which one's Boomer? Bell. Boomer. Okay, great. I'm all set. Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Andy. All right, your help on that. Stand now.
You know, I just thought you stuck it.
Got lost there for a second. That was just luck.
Got you.
Your graphite picture got real high.
I'm home. I'm home.
Well, I got mine paid for 5 years ago. Finally.
Get mine out the way.
Sure.
Look at him, buddy. Yeah. I'm hilarious right now.
Events like this, which regard recognition of the many things he has done. I'm Greg Lashutka, the City Attorney for Columbus, and I happen to be a fan of Ralph Waldo Emerson, and you have to have that experience if you are coached by Woody Hayes. And one of the things that Ralph Waldo Emerson indicated is that the test of civilization is the ability to draw the most from the cities. And we are fortunate enough tonight to have a gentleman who, with other living legends in this community, have contributed so much to making Columbus great. Mel Dodge. Thank you very much. I will now lead us in the invocation. If you're seated, please stay seating. If you're standing, please bow your heads. Reverend grandson, Eric Dodge Copert, and James and Susan Marsico, with 3 children, Annie, Aaron, and Amy. Tom Dodge and his friend Lori, and Mel's sister, Ruth Crick, and Bob Crick. Let's give them a hand.
Said to me, he said, when you make a speech, do 3 ups and 1 down. Get up, speak up, shut up, and sit down. On behalf of the Park Commission, though, we want to recognize Mel. He is no point in any of us telling you what he has done. It's here, all over the city. And he has done a marvelous job, and I am sure that the present staff will continue to also do a marvelous job to make the city of Columbus one of the finest and greatest. Thank you.
I'm here also representing Ray Hanley. That's an inside joke. If you read the paper today, Ray Hanley took a shot at Mel, and we're yet to hear all the reverberations that will result as a result of that. But anyhow, I think the best thing, what I'd like to do is to describe a very personal incident with Mel that happened to me that I think sums up Mel Dodge. When I first started with the electric company in the whole community affairs operation, I was really struggling trying to get involved in the community and to be recognized as somebody who could do something on behalf of my corporation. And it's just so happened that a member of our company was trying to get I think, a transmission line easement across the river. And Mel wouldn't speak to him or wouldn't talk to him. The guy made the mistake of going to Mel's commission and to get the commission to make Mel give this easement up. Well, needless to say, that gentleman spent about 2 weeks sitting in the antechamber of Mel's office trying to get in to talk to Mel and to apologize. Mel saw me one day, and Mel said, "I'm going to do you a favor, Hammond. I want you to go back to your company and tell them these are the kind of things that I'm going to do." And Mel arranged for us to get the easement, and I got the glory for getting that easement. Now, I also have to say that the company had to give up a parking lot, a wharf for the fishermen, and we tried to get a plaque for our president, and he said no to that. But I think the thing that was just always stuck with me was the fact that Mel and I were both taught by a gentleman, Trent Sickle, that many of you remember. And one of the things that Trent taught was you find good people and help them, and you do good things. It seems to me that Mel Dodge personifies both of them. He has helped so many people. He has done so many good things. On behalf of the City Council, and certainly on behalf of myself, Mel, I can simply say thank you. I don't know how to do it any better than that, Mel.
To prevent me from attending this celebration personally, I would like to take a moment to join your friends and many admirers in honoring you for your many years of service to the people of Columbus. Your leadership as City Director of the Parks and Recreation Department has made Columbus a better place to live. Your substantial contributions include creating 25 community recreation centers and taking the initiative to develop Bicentennial Park, the Riverfront Amphitheater, and Battelle Park, among others. Although you have moved on to lead the Greater Columbus Convention and Visitors Bureau, your many years of community service and remarkable accomplishments will follow you. In addition to your professional achievements, you have also served with unswerving dedication and commitment to a broad array of volunteer services and organizations ranging from Easter Seals to the Columbus Zoo. Never one to sit back, you have seen them participating in a walk-a-thon for the United Negro College Fund and selling We Are the World Records albums on city streets. Although everyone who lives in Columbus has profited from your leadership, the greatest beneficiaries are the children of the city. Luckily for them, your resourcefulness and energetic leadership appear inexhaustible. Mel, you have been an inspiring example for both friends and colleagues throughout the years. This gathering reflects the high esteem in which the community holds you. You have my respect and admiration for the outstanding leadership you provide. I send best wishes for continued success and satisfaction in the years ahead. Best personal regards, Governor Dick Celeste.
This afternoon I called Mel, said, "Director, I'm supposed to talk tonight. What do you think I should talk about?" He said, 1 minute. You know, he doesn't mince words. I'm going to go over that limit. What can you really say about Mel Dodge, especially if you've only been mayor for 20 months and you're still at his knee, so to speak? Well, indeed, an exemplary public servant, probably the finest director of recreation parks in the United States of America. Without a doubt, a notorious prankster, loves a good practical joke. He's just as notorious as a hard worker. He prides himself on being the first one to the office and the last one to leave until we came in there 20 months ago. Then he came in even earlier. Now he has to get up at 3 in the morning, make sure he keeps the record straight. He's a deal maker supreme, and there are both cheerleaders out here for those and those who are occasionally lick their wounds that are here tonight. He's a friend to animals, and they're everywhere, a staunch advocate for children, and probably a warrior for the senior citizens, not just in Franklin County, but ladies and gentlemen, he's got the program for all the surrounding counties as well, all tied into the Columbus Recreation and Parks Department. And personally, he's been a very stabilizing influence for the administrations, not just mine, but those before ours. But certainly when we came into office, a stabilizing influence in that transition, a close advisor. He has been and will always remain. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't come any better than Mel Dodge. This guy's #1 in anybody's book, and he has given and will continue to give a 100% of his energy and an abundance of excitement to the city of Columbus. Now, one of the things that he does that deserves continual recognition is display one of the most creative, innovative, and articulated senses of humor of any man that's graced God's earth. This guy can see humor in things that just aren't funny. And if you can't see it, he'll help you find it. So I thought tonight, in order to share with you the rest of the story about Mel Dodge, I might share with you a couple of the inside stories of the real Mel Dodge. About the time we were talking about a mounted patrol for the police department, I went to Mel and I said, "What do you think?" He said, "Mayor, I love animals. I'm for it." I said, "Thank you." Next day, Pat Power comes into my office. For those of you who may not know, he's the director of the Office of Management and Budget. He runs all the money in the government. Pat says, "Mayor, what in the world have you done with the mounted patrol idea?" I said, I don't know what you're talking about." He said, "I got the press upstairs in my office, and they have been told that the 5 new horses that were donated to the city will be racing at Beulah, and that we're supposed to put public funds on the race. I got to answer the questions, and I want to make sure that this is not true." Well, after chastising him for ever suggesting that I would come up with an idea like that, I quickly traced the idea back to none other than Mel Dodge. He had the entire media in the OMB office wanting to know in what race they would run. Well, while animal fever was still rampant in City Hall, Mel decided on a boring August afternoon in 1984 that he would suggest to one reporter that the mayor had yet another idea. So this reporter beat feet to my office and asked me about this one. This one was the idea to put Dalmatians on all the fire trucks. It took me a half an hour to talk that reporter out of it, because he was convinced that if Mel told him the mayor was going to put Dalmatians on the trucks, there'd be Dalmatians on the trucks, and he wanted to break the story. Well, then there was the time. Then we got into domes. Remember the dome stuff? Well, it's coming back. Well, anyway, Mel got a reporter aside one day and said, "The mayor's got the, he's always helping me." He says, "Mayor, I'm here to help you." "Mel, don't help me too much." He pulls this reporter aside. He says, "Mayor's got a new idea on the dome. You ought to go talk to him about it." He says, "You know that old quarry out in the west side of Columbus?" "Yeah." "He's going to put a cover over it." So I'm sitting there minding my own business in the office that afternoon, trying to do what mayors are supposed to do, and I have not one, but this reporter's managed to get 3 more in there, and they want to know which quarry, so they can go out and film it. Trace that one back to Mel Dodge. Ladies and gentlemen, the classic one that nobody can repeat, starts like this. Mel Dodge decided that it would be nice if the AAZPA, is that right? American Association of Zoological Important People, if they would hold their national convention in Columbus. In order to do this, he had to make sure that we beat out Atlanta, St. Louis, Kansas City, Minneapolis. I mean, we had to wipe them out in order for us to be the only thing left in America for them to come to in 1985. He did it. They're coming here. Then he decided that wasn't good enough. So he calls Jack before Jack goes on this trip to Africa, his most recent trip. He says, "Jack, got a serious problem with the rhino over there, the black one. When you go over there, find one, set it aside, call the Pope, have him come and bless it." Jack is a loyal warrior. I come back from Canada Sunday. First of all, I pick up the Wednesday paper. I'm going through the week. I get to Wednesday. There's an article in the paper. It says, "Jack Hanna has decided that the Pope ought to bless the black rhino." I get all the way through to Sunday's paper, and the Pope's there blessing the black rhino. Ladies and gentlemen, that's power. Well, unquestionably, the Convention and Visitors Bureau made a wise choice. City Hall has never been the same since. However, not only do I count this man among my closest friends and personal advisors, he still is a member of the cabinet, and at 7:15 tomorrow morning he'll be there. He remains a close advisor to many of you, to people that aren't here but are represented by those who are here, to public officials, Republican and Democrat, conservative and liberal, male and female, from every walk of life. He's become a fountain of wisdom and guidance for young folks just like me. You're getting their feet wet a little bit and want to make sure that they follow the baseline correctly. That kind of wisdom can't be bought, can only be lost. All we can do is to say thanks for having it and making sure that we treasure it in every way that we can. Now, this guy's going to continue to do this. This isn't the ending, this is the beginning. And I suppose that there's no better way to look at Mel Dodge than to look at the results of his handiwork. If you really want to see Mel Dodge, just turn around and look at that swimming pool back there. If you really want to see Mel Dodge, just look at these animals that are the elephants and all the other animals that are from the zoo. If you really want to see Mel Dodge, look at the people that are standing next to you, in front of you, and behind you. If you really want to see Mel Dodge in the future, every time you pass a tree or a park, every time you see a little kid in a swing set, every time you see those pools that are open that only cost a dime or 15 cents or whatever, then you'll see a little bit more of a guy who came here and left a little bit more than was here before, and because of him, this city is better off. Mel, I got a gift from a good friend of yours a little bit ago to give to you. This is one. Mel Dodge decided shortly after I became mayor, listen to this idea. He says, Mayor, I got a great idea. I ought to bring the Nina the Pinta of Santa Maria to Columbus. I thought it was a good idea, so I made the mistake of saying it publicly. Ever since then, I've been wearing those boats. I go home, my kids want to know when they're going to be here. If you think that was Buck Reinhardt's idea, forget it. But boy, you know, he lets me out there on that limb and says, get him, Mayor, go get him. I'm for you, Mayor. I love it. Anyway, John Wolfe gave me this to give to you. This is a model of the Santa Maria. Goes on a blazer. Mel, I want you to wear it every damn day. Want to know about that boat? Now also we have, Norma has put up with decades of challenges. She's a great lady. Listen, you see her say that? Stand up, Norma. Stand up, Norma. She doesn't take that. You see her standing up? Norma, would you please stand up for a minute? There's a great lady. This lady lives with lions and tigers in her house. And she's got the rhino here. Boy, if anybody ought to get a plaque, it's Norma. You know, occasionally I call the house at night, I say, and she answers the phone. I say, is he there? She said, do you really want to talk to him? Anyway, she's referring to Mel most of the time. I'd like to ask Steve Gabay. Steve is the president of the Recreation and Parks Commission, and I'd like to ask Steve to help me do something. Ladies and gentlemen, in all seriousness, this city stands committed to Mel. Mel, we love you. You're not going anywhere, but we want to make sure that where you started will bear a marker for all times from all people who will benefit as a result of what you've given us. Steve? just loves these programs, can't you tell? Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor as Mayor of Columbus to introduce the incomparable Mel Dodge.
Mayor Reinhardt, members of the City Council, elected officials, community leaders and friends, I think this is an excellent example of the gratitude that people show you, and I assure you that no one person can ever do anything by themselves. And I think this is proven by the great staff from the Recreation and Parks Department and from the great friends that I have in the community, that if we need help on a project, physical help or financial help, you can call and you can receive it. They talk about great cities and great buildings, and they count cities and the greatness of cities by the tall buildings that they have. But really what makes a city a great city is the people they have in the city. And Mayor, I thank you very much, and Recreation and Parks Commission members, I thank you.
Gal for 14 years that really did all of his work. So I'd like to now have Peggy Penn come up, please. As a matter of fact, she's so good, Mel.
Mel, it's not over yet, but it's getting closer. We have the Golden Buckeyes back here who are going to play some songs for us as we all work together to give a lasting tribute to Mel Dodge and the Dodge family. Now, I mentioned Woody Hayes, and something that's very popular is Script Ohio. Well, we need your help to do a Script Mel Dodge today, because a helicopter is going to fly over and photograph that so it can be in a photograph hanging in Mel's office. Jenny, where's Jenny? Jenny's over here. Now, what I want the whole crowd to do is help us out. It won't work unless we all do it together. And when you're done with this, there is a book over here to sign that Mel will have with each of your names on it, so please don't forget that. So if you would all go over, Jenny will be over there. We're going to do a Script Mel Dodge, but we're not going to march through it. Vince, we can't do that. But we're just going to have marching orders over there. If you would all help us out, Mel, you're going to be right in the middle of the D. Mel's excited about this. He wants to leave right away. So if you'll all start moving over there, I will make sure Mel Dodge is over there also. Let's put our hands together one more time for Norma and Mel Dodge.
Get back in there, Peggy. Yeah, you do. Clown. You're taking my picture.